Hey, so I want to talk to you real quick about this formula to find the area of a square or rectangle. This is probably something that most of you have seen before, but in case you need a refresher, here we go. So it's really very simple. And a reminder that this formula right here is also written on your paper. Now, I have it a little bit different. I have it length times height. It's really the same thing. Length times height. I really should have written length times width, but it's basically the same thing. If you have a two-dimensional square like this, you measure across, and then you measure up and down, and you multiply those numbers together, and that will give you your area. So let's do an example right here with this one. This is a little square I drew. Make sure we are measuring using the centimeter side. We're in science class, which means we want to use our metric measurements. So it looks like this is about 3 centimeters across. So I'm just going to label it on here, 3 centimeters. Up and down, it is a square, and I measured it out to be this way, but just to prove it to you, it is 3 centimeters that way as well. All right, so we have our length and our width measurements on this square. So then all we have to do is plug it into this formula. So we know that area is length times width. If our length is 3 centimeters, we just need to multiply that by our width, which is 3 centimeters. So if you're super unsure of your math and you don't know 3 times 3, you can double check yourself with a calculator. So 3 times 3 is 9, which means our area is 9. But our unit here, we have to combine these 2 centimeters, which means our unit is centimeters squared with this little 2 right here. So if I multiply 2 centimeter units together, that means that my unit is centimeters squared. So that's very important. And I gave you a note on that as well on your paper. Your units for area, as long as you're measuring in centimeters, are going to be centimeters squared. So make sure you get that correct unit on there. So there you go. That's all you got to do. Make 2 measurements, multiply them together, and make sure you get that unit right for your area calculations.